Alright guys, welcome to The Bias. I am Verocious. First and foremost, I want to say a big thank you to my YouTube subscribers and people that have been seeing my video online. I want to say thank you for my Facebook followers. Well, you guys are the reason why I think what I'm doing is worthwhile. I'm actually appreciating you guys and I say big thank you to you all. For today, I want to talk on a very simple topic. Compare yourself with who you were yesterday and not with who someone else is today. The reason is that you don't know where the person is coming from, you don't know the supports the person has been having. Of course, if you don't wear the shoe, you won't know how it pinches. So compare yourself with who you were yesterday and always ensure you're better today than you have been yesterday. Of course, a friend of mine a couple of weeks ago was during her 30th birthday. She became highly depressed, and when we happened to question her why, we found out that she was comparing herself with certain celebrity and what they have achieved when they were age 30. The painful analogy that happened is around my vicinity where I stay. A man happened to compare his wife with Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, and that's crazy. Comparing your wife with Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, and I try to look at the background of the wife and the background of the man, and there's nothing to write home about. For crying out loud, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala's father is a king and a professor. The mother of Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala is a medical doctor. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala was born in 1954. At age 22, that is 1976, she was already a bachelor degree holder in economics from Harvard University. That's world best university, one of the world best university. Then at age 27, she was already holding a PhD from MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, Boston. And you're comparing your wife who struggles with you within the vicinity of Ibadan. Well, it's nothing to write home about. Such comparison should not be. As at today, Ngozi sits on the board of Twitter. She sits on the board of Standard Chartered Bank. She sits on the board of Global Alliance for Vaccines and Immunization. She sits on the board of African Risk Capacity. Twice Minister for Finance, once Minister for Foreign Affairs, and once coordinating Minister for Finance and Economy during Jonathan regime. And you're comparing your wife with that kind of a woman. Currently, since March 2021, she has become the World Trade Organization Director General. So you compare your wife whose background is different, you compare your wife whose background is nothing to write home about, you compare your daughter, whom you are the father, you're a carpenter. Instead of supporting the little effort she's doing or she's putting to become something, you're running her down using a parameter that is way bigger than her. Please, as much as you love yourself, while you allow yourself to be victimized by things around you, by what you see on social media, by what you hear, always understand that background determines how well you become. Of course, if you look at Chimamanda, for instance, the father of Chimamanda was a professor of statistics. The mother was the first registrar of UNN. I mean, if you want to think of any great Nigerian who has achieved a feat in public service, look at the background of the parents. Except those of them that will venture into entrepreneur and become something great, such as Dangote. Now, you should understand that your background has a lot to do with what you become. And so when you're doing your comparison should be with who you were yesterday and not with who someone else is today. In a nutshell, in all you do, understand that all you will be struggling to be is to become something better than who you were yesterday and not who someone else is today, because you don't know where the person is coming from.